accessories. I'm talking like expensive stuff, SD DuPont, Calibri, yada yada. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Mondays with Mardos. I'm Gerard, and this week we're going to talk about what are the 5 best cigar accessories that you must have. But before I get going, I need you to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell to be notified every single week of new episodes on Mondays with Mardos. All right, you guys. So according to me, what is the 5 best cigar accessories that I must have? Well, I don't need 5 different accessories for me, but I'm going to get into a little bit more of what maybe you want, and I'm going to tell you why. But when it comes to me, and if you're a new guy and you're wondering what accessories you need to buy, definitely you're going to need a torch lighter, and you're going to need a double blade guillotine cutter, specifically guillotine cutter, and I'll tell you guys why. So when it comes to the lighter, when it comes to a torch lighter, you don't need a very fancy one, okay? A single or dual torch is going to be plenty. However, you do want to get into a triple torch. Even if you're a new cigar smoker and you like very big, large ring gauge cigars, a single flame torch is not going to be enough to light that big old cigar. So you're going to need to go into a triple flame. These are not going to get it to become much more expensive a cigar lighter. These torch lighters can run anywhere between $10 to $15. On MardoCigars.com, we have small Mardo jet torch lighters like this for $5.55. $5.50, excuse me. So something like this can last you a very long time. One of the secrets that you're going to do is before you refill this lighter, you take a pen or anything that you can actually be able to push that valve down and be able to bleed your lighter like that, so you can release all the pressure out. So whenever you refill it, you're reintroducing more pressure and you don't want to bust out those seals. So anytime you refill your torch lighter, make sure you bleed it. And that's what you're going to need as an accessory. You definitely need a torch lighter. Number 2, you're going to need a double blade guillotine cutter. Why do I recommend a guillotine cutter opposed to like a V cutter or a punch or a crown, whatever it is? Guillotine cutters are found much more as a widespread cutter than those specific little tiny funky cutters. You can get these at like liquor stores, gas stations. They can be found everywhere. Here's a cool thing about guillotine cutters is if you're smoking a cigar, sometimes cigars have knots towards the cap of the cigar and it's not allowing you to draw. So you can always take a little bit more of a chunk out of the cigar. So therefore you can get to that knot. And then you can be able to manage it a little bit and be able to smoke it. A lot of times a guillotine cutter has been a savior when it comes to that situation. And guillotine cutters are going to be one of the least expensive cutters. This is only $3. And being a double blade, I recommend oppose a single blade. There's not a whole lot of single blade cutters out there anymore. Double blade just makes it a lot easier for you to cut it. And if you're a big ring gauge cigar smoker, just make sure you buy a bigger ring gauge. All right. These are the 2 accessories that you must have. And another one that you must have, which is not an accessory, it's more of like a necessity, is a Boveda pack. So whenever you buy a cigar, you can put it in a Ziploc bag. Make sure you buy yourself a little Boveda pack. These are little humid packs. They work 2 ways. They emit and absorb humidity, and they're regulated. Some of them are 72%, some of them are 69%. If you live in a very dry area like, Arizona or Las Vegas, buy a 72%. Other than that, always stay around 69% and place that in your Ziploc bag of your cigar. Now, this is intended for a new cigar smoker. You just started. Why spend a bunch of money if you're not sure if you're going to like this, right? I tend to get into like a sport and I think I'm going to love it. And I buy very expensive helmet, shoes, gloves, sunglasses, this and this and that. And then I start getting very busy at work. And next thing I know, I haven't gone riding on my mountain bike for like 2 months. And I just spent all this money on a brand new sport I just started. So it's best for me to just kind of take it baby steps because life does happen. Not necessarily doesn't mean that I don't love this new thing I'm going to start doing. It's just I got to be careful when I step into something. As I start progressing, seeing that I do have time to do a lot of this, then I'll start spending more money on it. So another thing is if you are going to start getting into like photography and build yourself a little bit of like a following on Instagram, you want to be an influencer, you want to start using TikTok, Twitter, and you use these platforms for you to become an influencer, you're going to want to start having an arsenal of these accessories. I'm talking like expensive stuff, SD DuPont, Calibri, yada, yada, $2,000 lighter, I don't know, really nice ashtrays. Reason being is these are going to be items that are going to really enriching your photos. It's going to really bring a broader viewers to your Instagram, because pictures speak 1,000 words. More colors, more bling is going to attract the eye. That doesn't necessarily mean somebody that can't afford it is not going to want to follow you. So when it comes to that aspect of it, you're going to start wanting to look at more high-end stuff, because of it's going to become like your hobby. It's going to be your business. A lot of influencers start approaching big manufacturers to do collaborations. So you're going to have a very good Instagram following for that. And for that to happen, you're going to have to spend some money. That's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful at all. And I will see you guys next week. Remember to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and remember to tell your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you guys.